Hello, it's Ricardo and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Update 12 is now with us, and with it comes some quality of life improvements, especially around what you can do in a fleet carrier. And what we're talking about here is the command consoles and bartender access. Had a bit of a tweak, and for me, it seemed much for the better. Now, I'm sure all you fleet carrier commanders will agree that the ability to walk around the inside of your fleet carrier is a nice value add. It's a nice place to be. It gives you a little bit more value for the money you've shelled out. Well, as you can see, there are screens peppered all the way around the fleet carrier. And also, if you're lucky enough to have the bar installed, and that must be the first quintessential thing you do, install a bar. Let's face it, you know, the galaxy is a dry and arid place. You can access your bartender. Now, there's some bar stools you can sit at the bar, and when sat at the bar, sometimes you think, well, isn't the bartender going to come to me? Aren't they going to talk to me? Well, Frontier have done a little bit of tweaking in this respect. Instead of actually having to physically go up and stand right in front of the bartender, like that, and then pressing E, you can now sit on the stool, if it's vacant, next to your bartender. The bartender will then trigger and say, "Hello, Commander, how are you? How are you today? How are you doing? Never mind, can I get you a drink? But hey, you know, can I buy some stuff off you? You know, do you want to sell something? I got the credits." Anyway, it's a small thing, but as long as you're in a close proximity to the bartender, then you can access this resource. It's a small thing, a slight quality of life. I was expecting, to be honest with you, a little bit of movement from the bartender to come over to the other stool where you were, but hey, it's not meant to be. In short, it's something, it's a little thing, it's a tweak. I was expecting just a little bit more. Moving on now through our fleet carrier interior, we're going down to what I think is perhaps the best quality of life improvement on the fleet carrier's interior, and it was something that I thought, well, why wasn't it there to begin with? Anyway, they've listened to the community and they've put it in. It's the ability on your command deck of your fleet carrier to access the cool little console that's next to the chair. Yes, folks, it makes sense. The captain's console, the owner's console, they call it. Here's the command chair, here's our people doing nothing in the middle of the ship. You press E, you engage the seat. The console flips around nicely, and you can now press E to interact, bringing up the ship management system of the game for your fleet carrier. Great, fantastic, makes perfect sense, happy it's in there. And there you go, ready to go and live your best life, tweaking your carrier's functions. Getting up, walking about, you get a nice little animation as well of the screen moving away. And it's time for you to get on with things and get moving. A great little addition, and something that really, I think, should have been there right at the beginning. But hey, we were just happy to have fleet carrier interiors. There is another console you can interact with, and that's in the captain's ready room, but it's not the one you'd imagine that you would interact with. Moving over to your captain's ready room, you pass consoles which are bereft of people, status boards, and you can see hanging on the wall on that massive TFT screen, you've got access to carrier management there. However, when you sit in your captain's chair in your ready room, you cannot access the carrier operations panel there. I don't think it would have been too hard to have done that, but you have got access to the systems in this room with that panel over there. So in short, in the carrier, the bartender, I think, a little bit damp that was. It needs more tweaking, in my honest opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think. As regards to these consoles, makes perfect sense. I really do think it's an added addition to the gameplay. Is it going to give you too much immersion? No, of course it isn't. But it does put a little bit of logic behind things. Anyway, there you have it. Moving down onto the observation deck, as you can imagine, even though there are screens here, there are no command screens that you can access, because you don't want people pressing buttons willy-nilly, do you? Exactly, that's for you and your command crew to start pressing buttons and accessing ship systems. Anyway, there you have it. That's the Update 12 improvements so far to the inside of fleet carriers. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Check back for more videos in the series and the live streams on a Saturday and Sunday.